Hi, I'm Andrew Stevenson, and in today's video we're going to use AI to create something other than colouring books. Today I'm going to be using Leonardo.ai. It's a free AI tool for so many different generations of images. You get 150 credits per day, and depending on what you generate, those credits will tick down. Today we're going to make seamless patterns. Now, these are things that I've never really done in the past with AI because they don't really tile right. When you try and use 9 copies of the same image across a page to create, say, a background or a craft paper pad, it is a bit blocky and it doesn't line up. There is a way in Leonardo and in a couple of other generators, like Midjourney does it as well, where you can get the image to tile. Now, through trial and error, I've worked out that this works better with more abstract images, so things like these are waves, plants as well work pretty good. Anything that's where like little errors are not going to be noticed. So in this abstract wave pattern, you're not really going to know that there's something wrong there because there's not. It's natural, it's chaotic. Same with flowers. Even if there's a little bit of an imperfection in the image, like that bit there, it doesn't look too bad. It just looks like the petals have came off one of the flowers. If you start doing things like faces or animals, things that are recognisable, the errors will be apparent. So to prove that point, I will make an image with, we'll say, animals, cats. But there's a couple of settings that we'll need to do. So I'm doing this in the Leonardo Diffusion XL in the Leonardo style. These are all little options you can tick on or off. The Alchemy, you did have a free trial of the Alchemy not so long ago, and it was pretty good, to be honest. It is now hidden behind the subscription. I'm just going to keep the size as it is, and we're going to turn this option here, tiling, on. And it's as simple as that, really. I'll just do a simple animal pattern, so we'll see illustration of cats and dogs. Repeating pattern. Now over here you can see that the different number of generations cost a different amount of credits. You can see that going up and down there. I'm just going to generate one because I'm not going to do anything with these images. These are just for illustration. Now you can add negative prompts to these prompts if you see an image that you like, and oh, double G the dog there. But it's not. It probably won't work the way you want it to. So this looks weird, but it will tile. I'll show you that now. So there it is there. And even though it looks weird, it will tile. So Shift, Control and drag. And drag there. So it is tiling. You'll notice this happens with a lot of images that you're trying to tile in a lot of softwares. You get some white lines where each image is. Sometimes when you export the image, they're not there. Sometimes when you export the image, they are there. I do have a couple of tricks to get rid of them. So you can see in this image, the different tiles are visible. I will do another video on how to get rid of these lines using the Affinity suite of software. I think it's probably useful to not necessarily an audience wanting to do seamless patterns. So I'll do another video, so please subscribe to the channel and you'll find that. So yeah, cat images are things that are recognisable as should only have 2 ears and whatever's going on there shouldn't be happening. It's a bit weird. And so you can try and negative prompt it out there. I don't know what you would put. Animals should only have one face. And the usual amount of legs. I don't know what you type in there to get rid of that sort of nonsense. So this is the second image that was generated with the negative prompts. You know, some of them do look a bit better actually, but it's not usable as a pattern. So if we go for abstract things like this watercolour repeating pattern waves, or if we use the flower prompt, even maybe just an abstract pattern. We'll try an abstract pattern. So let's not use abstract. Let's type in geometric shapes repeating, and we'll have these black, gold and white. And while that's generating, I'll download this. So now we'll add the second image. Now the reason also I'm not stretching this out is because if I was to print this, it would the resolution would be awful. Which is why tiling becomes useful, because by shrinking the physical size of the image, you increase the resolution and the clarity. Now there are things you can do in Leonardo to increase the size, but it's only to a limited effect. Or you could use an AI upscaler. There's online. There's Vectorizer. I use Corel Paintshop Pro 23. That's on Humble Bundle at the minute. Very cheap, and that does AI upscale. So it's not a bad pattern. There's no errors in there because there aren't any recognisable things to have errors from. Actually, I will just show you quickly how to get rid of the lines. So if we select all of the images in the layers panel, click the blend option, change from inherent to force off, and that's the lines gone. I don't know how it works. Magic. I'll do it on this one as well, just so we can export and compare the PNG. So select them all, cog. So these are the two images side by side. This one is without the little bit of wizardry I did. You can still see the lines across. This is with. It's the exact same page from the document, just the lines aren't visible. Let's see, I don't know how it works, but it does. There is another option which you can do in Affinity Designer using the Fill Bitmap tool, but again, I'll do all this in another video. I may even find out how this works. And this is the geometric shape that was generated. And you can see it tiles perfectly. And it doesn't look bad because, you know, it's not really, there's no defined qualities of this sort of piece. Just geometric shapes, black, white and gold. And here are some images with a flower prompt on just a green background. That doesn't look bad. That looks quite nice. And we'll download these and tile these. And there we have it, just a very quick way to generate tileable repeating patterns. I use these in craft paper pads and backgrounds for things or covers. It's another way to use AI other than just creating colouring book pages and things like that. There is a way to do this in Midjourney, and I will make another video for that. It's very simple. You just got to type a couple of things into the prompt as you type it out, but it works just as well. So that is it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.